let's look at the idea of job embeddedness. Sometime early 2000, this researcher called Mitchell with some colleagues said, yes, job satisfaction and job commitment are interesting, but there are things that vary and are influencing why people stay or leave. And this is what he called job embeddedness. So this research was published in the Journal of Management, the Academy of Management Journal. And the idea of embeddedness means anchored, rooted, nakabaon. Okay, that's what embeddedness means, right? So what gets people to be embedded in an organization? Kung ang crush mo ay nandun sa kumpanya, embedded ka nun. Ikaalis nun. Kasi everyday, katabi mo. Hindi mo lang masabi. Until masabi mo na, and then pwede na kayo mag-usap about leaving. Pero in the meantime, while you haven't said anything, you're embedded. You won't leave. Because every day you're right beside her or him. So there are three components to embeddedness. Links, fit, and sacrifice. So let's unpack this in the next 10 minutes. First, links. So what are links? Links are psychological and social connections. Psychological connections have a lot to do with emotions. And it's not just happy or sad. There's a wide range. Inspiration, positivity, awe, comedy, love. Those are all different types of emotions. So as I mentioned earlier, your love interest could be there. Or you like that organization because you're working with a team who's just so positive, very encouraging. Every time you have this challenge that comes up, this guy or this girl is just so positive. Or comedy. 8 o'clock in the morning, this guy's cracking jokes, and then you're just laughing the whole day. You don't get anything done. Right? There are some people who are like that. And that could embed you. Social connections. These are things like bandmates, Bible study groups, social Zumba groups, Wednesday lunch groups, Friday night out with the boys group. The more social groups, the more embedded you are. You can't do that with work from home. We'll get to that. So friends, mentors, co-workers, these are all things that form social connections, social connection endpoints that embed you into the organization. Next, fit. This is personal and professional alignment. Match ba kayo? Could be your skills, the job. I'll give you an extreme example. Some people like spreadsheets, other people like Canva. If you like a spreadsheet and I give you use Canva to visualize the data, you'll say, no way. I hate that. I'd rather write the code in Python to do the visualization. If you like Canva and I give you a spreadsheet, you say, what are you doing? So skills and job content. By the way, please listen because I'm raffling 3 books later on. The name of the book is Shitty Places and Selfish People. It was written by this author that goes by the name of Cliff Eala. Okay, next, sacrifice. This is what economists call switching costs. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 23, and I've gone through a lot of product innovation cycles. A lot of them failed, some of them succeeded, but through the process, you learn to probe with your ICP or your ideal customer profile, try to understand what's the need and whether they like it or not. They'll say yes. Many of these people say yes. Then you come back, you say, here's the product, it's 1,000 pesos, and they say no. When you put the price tag, there's a problem. And early on, we realized that we forgot the switching costs. Is our product better than the incumbent? Yes. Is the value we bring large enough to overcome the switching costs? No. The customer does not buy. Blind spot. So switching costs in the hiring or employment context is what is called sacrifice. What do people have to give up when they leave? So these are things like, obviously, compensation. Those of you who have been with companies that have retirement plans and have made contributions to retirement plans, that's a sacrifice point. A project where you're able to do what you can't do elsewhere because of the ecosystem of the company you're working with, the network they're working with, the assets they have, the connections they have, you cannot do in a different company. That's the sacrifice you give up. Reputation. I'm invited to all of these high-level advisory roles at the World Bank, the UN, the World Economic Forum. Not because of you, but because of your company. That's something you have to give up. Sacrifice.